Smackdown opens with a tension so thick it feels like the arena itself is holding its breath. The crowd knows something is coming. They just don't know how big. The lights settle. The camera sweeps across thousands of faces, signs raised high, chants colliding into one another. And then it happens. Cody Rhodes' music hits. The American Nightmare steps through the curtain with the WWE Championship strapped tightly around his waist, but tonight, there's no smile. No pause to soak it in. No celebration. His jaw is clenched. His eyes are sharp. He marches straight to the ring like a man walking into a fight he's been waiting for. Cody grabs a microphone before the music even finishes. He doesn't wait for the crowd to settle. "I'm not here for congratulations." That single line flips the atmosphere instantly. Cody paces the ring, dragging a hand through his hair, staring straight into the hard cam like he's talking to someone watching from the back. "I'm here because week after week, man after man, somebody thinks they can step up, step forward, and take this from me." He pats the title. "And tonight, I'm done pretending this is business as usual." The crowd erupts. Cody leans against the ropes, breathing hard, like he's holding back something explosive. And since he wants to talk so much, since he wants to run his mouth and question whether I deserve this championship. The arena buzz changes. Cody's voice hardens. "Drew McIntyre, get out here, now." There's a beat. Then Drew McIntyre's music hits like a war drum. The Scottish warrior storms onto the stage, eyes locked on Cody, fists taped, shoulders squared. He doesn't pose. He doesn't acknowledge the crowd. He walks straight to the ring like a predator who smells blood. Drew slides under the ropes and immediately steps inches from Cody's face. The tension is electric. Two champions of different eras. Two men who clawed their way back from being doubted. Two men who believe this company should revolve around them. Drew takes the microphone slowly. "You see, Cody, that's the problem." He smirks. "You walk around here talking about finishing stories, about destiny, about legacy, but you're standing in a ring with a man who carried this company when you were gone." The crowd reacts, split chants breaking out instantly. Drew circles Cody. "You didn't build Smackdown. You inherited it." Cody doesn't move. Drew stops in front of him again. "And that championship on your waist, it belongs to someone who isn't afraid to fight monsters." Cody finally fires back. "Monsters." He laughs bitterly. "I've fought monsters my entire life." He steps closer. "And every single one of them said the same thing you're saying right now." The crowd is roaring now. Drew's smile fades. "You want to talk about monsters?" Drew leans in so close their foreheads nearly touch. "I was built in hell. I survived being forgotten. I came back and I took everything." Drew points at the title. "And you're standing in my way." The stare down lasts an eternity. Then Drew shoves Cody's chest. Cody doesn't fall back. He shoves Drew right back. The crowd explodes. Security floods the ring, separating them as both men scream over each other, veins bulging, rage pouring out. Cody yells that Drew hasn't earned this. Drew screams that Cody doesn't belong at the top. The chaos grows until suddenly, the lights cut out. The arena goes silent. No music, no warning, just darkness. Then one voice echoes through the arena. A voice that hasn't needed an introduction for years. "Acknowledge me." The lights snap back on. Roman Reigns stands on the stage. No championship, no entrance music, just Roman Reigns, dressed in black, hands folded, eyes burning holes straight through the ring. The crowd loses its mind. Cody freezes. Drew turns slowly. Roman doesn't move. He doesn't smile. He doesn't gesture. He just stares. Paul Heyman steps beside him, clutching the microphone like it's sacred. "My tribal chief has been watching." Roman finally raises a microphone. "I've been listening to all this talk." His voice is calm, terrifyingly calm. "About monsters, about legacies, about who deserves what." Roman takes one slow step forward. "And not one of you mentioned the man who ran this place for years." The crowd chants Roman, Roman, Roman. Cody's grip tightens on his title. Roman locks eyes with him. "You finished your story." Roman nods. "I respect that." The crowd reacts in shock. Then Roman's tone changes. "But now, you're living in my chapter." Paul Heyman grins like a man who knows the ending. Roman continues. "You see, Drew wants what you have." Roman glances at Drew dismissively. "But I don't want it." A pause. "I'm taking it." The arena erupts. Cody steps forward. "If you want a shot, Roman, you get in this ring and say it to my face." Roman smirks. "Oh, I will." Roman slowly walks down the ramp, never breaking eye contact with Cody. Drew looks between them, realization dawning on his face. He's been overshadowed. Again. Roman steps onto the apron. Then stops. He looks at Drew. You had your chance. Roman steps through the ropes. The ring suddenly feels smaller. Roman stands inches from Cody, towering, unblinking. This isn't about revenge. Roman taps the title. This is about order. Roman leans in. And this place doesn't feel right, unless I'm on top. The crowd is deafening. Cody lifts the championship between them. Then come take it. Roman smiles for the first time. I will. Roman drops the mic. He turns to leave. But before he steps through the ropes, he looks back one last time. Soon, Smackdown fades out with Cody standing alone in the ring, championship raised, eyes locked on the man walking away, knowing deep down that the biggest fight of his reign has just been revealed. And the story is far from finished. Smackdown doesn't end when the cameras cut. It never does when Roman Reigns is involved. As the show fades to black, the image that lingers in everyone's mind is not Cody Rhodes raising the championship, it's Roman Reigns walking away, unbothered, confident, like a man who already knows the ending. And backstage, the tension only gets worse. The moment Cody steps through the curtain, he slams the title onto a production crate. His chest rises and falls. Sweat drips down his face. The locker room around him goes quiet. Wrestlers stop talking. Crew members freeze. Cody doesn't look at anyone. He looks straight ahead, because he knows Roman is back. And Roman Reigns doesn't return unless he's coming to take something. A producer cautiously approaches Cody, asking if he's okay. Cody finally turns. Did you see the look in his eyes? The producer doesn't answer. Cody nods to himself. Yeah, I know that look too. Across the hallway, Drew McIntyre is pacing like a caged animal. His hands are shaking. His jaw is clenched so tight it looks painful. He rips the tape off his wrists and throws it against the wall. They did it again, Drew growls. Another superstar tries to calm him down. They made it about him. Drew laughs, but there's no humor in it. It's always about him. Drew slams a locker shut. I come back, I fight, I bleed, I claw my way up, and he walks in and the whole world forgets everyone else exists. Drew storms down the hallway, shoving past staff, his eyes burning with fury. He isn't done, not even close. Later that night, Paul Heyman is seen whispering urgently into his phone, pacing back and forth like a man juggling secrets too big to hold. When he finally looks up, Roman Reigns is standing there. Silent, imposing. Roman doesn't ask a question. He doesn't need to. Heyman swallows hard. My tribal chief. The reaction was exactly as expected. Roman's eyes narrow. And Cody. Heyman nods. Shaken. Focused. Afraid. Roman tilts his head slightly. Good. Heyman hesitates. But Drew McIntyre. Roman cuts him off. He's irrelevant. That word lands like a gunshot. Roman walks past Heyman, already done with the conversation. But the truth is, Drew McIntyre doesn't feel irrelevant. And that makes him dangerous. The following week on SmackDown, Cody Rhodes opens the show again. This time, he's calmer. Collected. Dangerous in a different way. He stands in the ring, championship on his shoulder, and he doesn't call Roman out. Instead, he speaks directly to him. Roman Reigns didn't come back to attack me. Cody pauses. He came back to remind me. The crowd listens intently. To remind me that being champion doesn't mean being safe. Cody looks into the camera. You didn't pin me. You didn't beat me. Cody lifts the title. And this still isn't yours. The crowd cheers. But make no mistake, I know what you're doing. Cody steps closer to the ropes. You're trying to get inside my head. Cody smirks. Good luck. That's when Drew McIntyre's music hits. The arena instantly tenses. Drew storms to the ring, eyes locked on Cody, microphone already in hand. You talk about Roman like he's some ghost haunting this place. Drew points at Cody, but the man standing in front of you right now is the one who should be next. Cody turns. You had your shot. Drew snaps. No, I had my moment stolen. The crowd reacts loudly. Drew steps closer. You don't get to jump from story to story while men like me get left behind. Cody doesn't flinch. If you want another chance, earn it. That's when Roman Reigns' music finally hits. The roof blows off the arena. Roman walks out slowly, championshipless but still feeling like the most powerful man in the building. He stops on the stage, watching Cody and Drew argue like two men fighting over scraps. Roman raises the microphone. Look at you. Roman shakes his head. Both of you begging for control. Roman steps forward. This is exactly why this place fell apart when I left. Drew explodes. You don't get to walk back in here and decide everything. Roman finally looks at Drew. And that look alone silences him. You're loud, Roman says calmly. But you're not dangerous. The crowd gasps. Roman turns back to Cody. You're dangerous. Cody nods slightly. That's why you came back. Roman smiles. That's why I'm here. Suddenly, Nick Aldis appears on the stage, looking stressed, trying to regain control. Enough. Nick announces that there will be consequences. Drew McIntyre will face a top contender match, tonight. And if Cody Rhodes wants Roman Reigns, Roman will have to earn it too. Roman chuckles. You don't tell a tribal chief how to earn anything. Nick meets Roman's stare. Not in my show. The tension is unbearable. Roman slowly nods. Fine. Later that night, Drew McIntyre destroys his opponent in ruthless fashion. Claymore. 1, 2, 3. He doesn't stop attacking after the bell. Officials pull him off as Drew screams that he's being ignored no more. Backstage, Cody watches the monitor. Roman watches too. And for the first time, Roman's expression changes. Concern. Because chaos is not part of the plan. And Drew McIntyre is becoming chaos. Smackdown ends with 3 men standing on different sides of the arena. Cody Rhodes, gripping his championship tighter than ever. Roman Reigns, calculating every move. And Drew McIntyre, snapping, ready to burn everything down if he's denied again. And somewhere in the middle of it all, the inevitable collision is getting closer. Because when Roman Reigns sets his sights on a championship, the road doesn't just end with a match. It ends with someone breaking.